Hello everyone, myself Dr. Manjula SV, Assistant Professor of Sociology, Government First Grade College, Varthur, Bangalore North University. Today I am discussing the topic Scheduled Caste, subject Culture, Diversity and Society, the non-core paper for 3rd and 5th semester students. The objectives of this session is to know the meaning of scheduled caste and to understand the problems of scheduled caste. The predicament or the problems of the weaker sections. India is a class as well as a caste-ridden society. 2/3 or more of the population of India are very backward, being illiterate and living in utter poverty. Their disadvantages arise from the fact that their status is ascribed to them by birth. As members of close status groups, with unequal ranks, they suffer from various disabilities such as social disabilities, religious disabilities, economic disabilities, and educational disabilities. These unprivileged sections are often called as the weaker sections of the society. This weaker section includes scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes and religious minorities. Now, let us look into what do we mean by scheduled caste. The scheduled caste or the SCs occupy the bottommost position in the social hierarchy. They form a major part of the backward or depressed classes. They are generally regarded as untouchables and popularly known as Harijan. According to the 2011 census, the scheduled caste constitutes 16.6%, that is 201.4 million population, where it was in 2001 it was 16.2%, that was 166.6 million population. It is a huge population. The concept of scheduled caste. The term scheduled caste was first used by the Simon Commission in 1928, and later on it was used by the Government of India Act in 1935. The schedule refers to the list or a table. The Government of India Act 1935 listed out or scheduled a few of the caste as the most inferior ones, which required some special attention. This list of caste was titled as scheduled caste. After independence, the Constitution of India in 1950 referred them as scheduled caste. The scheduled caste people were called by different names during earlier days. The British described or called them as a depressed classes or exterior caste. Mahatma Gandhi ji called them as Harijans. Harijan means the people of God. Gujarati saint Narsimha Mehta used the term for the first time Harijan, and later Gandhiji popularized the term Harijan. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar remarked them as Dalits. Harijans or untouchables were called by different names. Here we can see that they are also called as Panchamas, that is the fifth category which was outside the Varna system. As we have discussed in the previous class, Varna system has only four Varnas. They have Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Below that we can see that untouchables. They are called by different names. Chandalas, Panchama, Avarna, Antyaja, Atishudra, etc. Here, different names of scheduled caste throughout India. They are called by different names. Chamar, Khatik, Regar, Pasi, Kori, Dom, Dhobi, Dusad, Balai, Mochi, Meghwal, Oud, Bagdi, Buya. Some other caste groups of Karnataka. The scheduled caste groups in Karnataka are named by Adi Karnataka, Adi Dravida, Holaya, Madiga, Holler, Korma, Moger, Mundala, Bhovi, etc. Now let us look into the definitions of scheduled caste. In simple words, scheduled castes are those untouchable castes which are subject to some disabilities in every walk of life, such as social, religious, educational, economic, and political. Here, the scheduled caste people who are considered as untouchable caste have disabilities, certain disabilities in all fields like social disabilities, religious disabilities, educational disabilities, economic disability, and political disability. According to D.N. Majumdar, the term scheduled caste refer to the untouchable caste. The untouchable caste are those who suffer from various social and political disabilities, many of which are traditionally prescribed and socially enforced by higher caste. Here, untouchable castes suffer a various problems such as social and political, because sometimes it might be traditionally prescribed, or sometimes the higher caste people enforce the disabilities on the scheduled caste people. G.S. Gure defined scheduled caste as those groups which are named in scheduled caste order in force from time to time. Now, let us look into the problems of scheduled caste. Social problems. In this session, we are discussing about the social problems, religious problems, economic problems, and political problems. Firstly, let us look into the social problem. Social problems and disabilities are as follows. Lower status in the social hierarchy. In the caste hierarchy, the scheduled caste are ascribed the lowest status. They are considered to be unholy, inferior, and low, and are looked down upon the other caste. They are being suffering from the stigma of untouchability, that is, where the upper caste will be polluted if they have the touch of the scheduled caste people. Their touch is considered to be polluting for higher caste people. Hence, they have been treated as the servants of the higher caste people and kept at a distance. They are restricted to access the public facilities such as wells, schools, streets, hotels, hostels, etc. Educational disabilities. The untouchables were forbidden from taking education or to going to school. They were not allowed to public educational institution. They were denied from Sanskrit education, which made them remain illiterate, ignorant, and uneducated. They were kept away from Gurukulas. Now the scene has been changed. They have got equal opportunities to get education. Civil disabilities. The untouchables were not allowed to use public places and avail of civic facilities such as village wells, ponds, temples, hostels, schools, hotels, hospitals, dharmashalas, public halls, etc. They were forced to live outside the villages and were not allowed to enter the houses of the higher caste. The services of barbers, washermen, priest, tailor, etc. were denied to the untouchables. They were not allowed to carry the umbrellas, wear the shoes or slippers, or to wear a gold jewels or ornaments, which were prohibited, and also they were prohibited from covering the upper part of the body. Now let us look into religious problems. The untouchables also suffered from religious disabilities, which is even continued today in some places of India. They were not allowed to enter to the temple, taking up pilgrimage, and even they were debarred from using common burial grounds. They were prohibited from studying sacred Hindu scripts and performing religious rites and rituals. They were also even denied from listening or chanting of the mantras. Here we can see that economic problems, no right of property ownership. The untouchables were not allowed to have landed property and business of their own. They had no right to own the property. They were made to work in the land of upper class people. Restriction on occupation. The untouchables were restricted with occupational mobility. Here, the untouchable did not have the freedom to change the occupation because it was by birth the person hereditary or hereditary have the occupation. Occupational choice was very much limited to them. They were not allowed to change their occupation. They were not allowed even to take up the occupation which was reserved by the upper class people. They were forced to stick on to the menial jobs such as scavenging, sweeping, removing the human waste, shoemaking, curing hides, tanning, leather works, carrying dead animals, oil grindings, etc. These occupations were regarded as inferior and degraded. Poverty and indebtedness. Majority of the untouchables were working as landless laborers. As they are landless, they are suffering from poverty and indebtedness. They are economically exploited by the upper caste. Even today, they are the lowest paid workers. Some of them continue to suffer as a bonded laborers at the hands of the upper caste people. Political problems. The scheduled caste faced a number of political problems. They hardly participated in the political matters. They were not allowed to take part in political process, administration and public post in the society. Political rights or representation were denied for them. During the British rule, they were given the right to vote, which became a part of their political process. After independence, equal political opportunities and rights have been provided even for the untouchables. In spite of this, they are yet to become politically an organized force. So, in this session, we have discussed about the concept of scheduled caste, meaning, definitions, and the problems of scheduled caste. Thank you one and all, and these are the references.